Hello everybody, it's Richard Hart here. I just want to let you know that the Pulsechain.com mainnet has launched and PulseX.com on that mainnet has launched as well. I hope you guys are all enjoying it. We waited a couple years for this and it's finally here.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto, and of course Pulse on YouTube. The three different channels. Of course, we're streaming to over 10,500 subscribers. A big welcome to you, and of course, a big happy new year. And of course, we'll be looking at Pulsechain 2024, the year of the bull market. It's going to be so much fun, folks, and it's already heated up. So we're going to get into all the crypto news, Pulsechain, of course. And then we're going to get into all of the charts as well as a few other things like getting paid with the Hex miners. The other thing, of course, we've got some big updates in the new year from Internet Money and, of course, from validating NFTs, which is pretty exciting. We're going to talk all about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so let's get into it. We've got a few people in the house. Let us see where we're at here. Let me just mute some of these things. Welcome to whatever channel you are on. Let's see who's in the house. We've got a couple people. Let's see who has jumped in there. Lies Beneath the Truth is in first as usual. How are you today? Very good. The sunny and summery outside. We did have obviously our typical overcast, sort of a little bit rainy time on New Year's Eve, Christmas period. I think it was a little bit rainy too, which is pretty classic for where we are at the moment, even though we're in summer. But I think it's going to heat up from here, so it should be pretty good. We've got the ultimate strategy, of course, Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLXX, incentive for the win, 100%. And, of course, Lies Beneath the Truth always brings us the alpha golden crypto strategy there as we're looking for the bull market this year. It is already started and heating up there. We've got Sandy Beach in the house as well. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. And I'm going to be covering Sandy Beach at the first topic. So our first topic is Sandy Beach. So you can follow Sandy Beach here on hex.com. In fact, let's go to it now without further ado and get into that. Where we're going here. We're going to go back up there, and we're going to add that in. So if you want to follow Sandy Beach is at 3,498 followers. I think she's about 10 followers more than me, but she's almost at 3,500. 3,500. So if you guys want to follow her, there is the link in the chat there. Sandy Beach, she needs 2 more to hit 3,500, and of course after that on the way to 4,000. And of course, Sandy Beach is an influencer who's pushing health and fitness in the Pulsechain and Hex community, and is very much welcome. Big shout out to Sandy Beach. In fact, she put out her first post saying that she was back. Today's workout, yay, I'm back slowly. Walk 1 mile in the park, brr, and then music. She's got some various articles there, Post Malone and others. So big shout out to Sandy Beach there, crushing it straight away out of the gate. Straight in the new year. I love that. All right, so that is Sandy Beach. Let's jump back into the mix here. Who else has jumped in there? Sandy says, hey, follow me. I'm 2 away from 3,500. Let's see if you can get to that 3,500 after the live stream. That'd be great. Just need 2 more people who are watching the live stream to jump on board there. I'm very bullish on 2024, says Sandy Beach. Me too. I am as well. Hello, Hex Token, everybody from Sandy Beach. Sandy Beach is crushing it. She's crushing the chat there, leading like a true leader. We've got Eddie in the house there. Happy New Year, fellow Hexkin Pulsekins. Bring on the Pulsechain Bulls 2024, absolutely. And we've got Pulsechain in the house there. Happy New Year, Hexkins and Pulsekins there. Hex Tokens in the chat there as well. Happy New Year, Hexkins and Pulsekins. Okay, these are just the YouTube channels. And then finally, we got Pulsechain, Superman Crypto. Happy New Year, Hexkins and Pulsekins. So a big shout out from the 3 YouTube channels. So they seem to have a mind their own. That's what happens with AI. It takes over everything. Genuine's in the house as well. Hey, everybody, back online. Absolutely. We got Pumpkin Al as well. New year. Let's tear it up, says Pumpkin Al. I like the way you're talking there. I like the way you're talking. What's up, Superman? Happy New Year from Check My Pulse. Big shout out to you. And Crypto Dan as hell. Happy New Year, guys. Let's go. Absolutely. And Brian as well. What's up, folks? HYN. Happy New Year to all. It's our year. Just saying, says Brian, our community leader representing. And Happy New Year, Hex Token family from Check My Pulse. Big shout out. We got Van Sam in the house. Hey, Van Sam. Hi, all. Happy Bull Year. I like that. Happy Bull Year. That's like we like to have the Bulls. Bulls are racing. Let's go. Super says Wookie. Good to see Wookie in the house. One of our moderators. Good to see you. And what else there? Big thank you from Sandy Beach. You're most welcome. And thank you. Woohoo, Sandy says Wookie. Check you. Thank you, Check Mix and Wookie and everyone. Appreciate you all. Well done. Well said there, Sandy Beach. And hope you're having a good New Year's as well. All right, let's get into it, folks. We've got lots to talk about. Let's go, as we say. Let's go. And we're going to kick off here with the Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, we have two different memberships. We have General Discord. It's $5 a month. It's 16 cents a day, and you get all the access to all the cool information. Pulsechain community, of course, is $1,250. Really is the number one Discord for Pulsechain Hex that I'm aware of on the Discord. As you guys know, a lot of communities are typically on Telegram or something else. But no. We're pretty much led the way on the old Discord, which was underrepresented. And so we've built up a nice community of Pulsechain and Hexkins on there. Now, potential perks, of course, of paid members coming up in the future. We've got 6 or 7 chat groups. We've got 6 at the moment, but these are covering all different crypto topics. We've got 3 audio chats as well. We discuss projects and strategy. Pretty cool there. And we've got Pulsechain information. We've got all the information you possibly want about useful Pulsechain, useful links like on-chain, cross-chain swapping, and, of course, project links. Really cool. And, of course, we've got lots of cool stuff happening there. So that is the Discord membership. We've also got Strategy Room. That is multi-chain, not just Pulsechain and Hex, but multi-chain. And we look at some of the best opportunities out in crypto for the bull market. And, of course, that's $35 a month. And we talk about strategies. And absolutely everybody in there is crushing it right now. They're doing amazing in this early bull market move. So Strategy Room is the place to be if you want to get all the insights. And we are the leaders in some of the projects. We've got the edge on quite a few things. So you definitely want to get in there. It's really cool. All right, so the link to the Discord is in the video description as well. And Wookie might post his. I think, Wookie, have you posted yours? Wookie's posted his link there. There we are. Join the Strategy Club today with Wookie's amazing link. There we go. All right, we've got Brennan Houses. Howdy, young fella. Hey, good to see you, Brennan. And we've got Blair SM as well. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair. Welcome to the chat. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the stock market. Stock market opened up, of course. Had a bit of a mixed day. We got the Dow Jones is up 0.07%, 25 points to 37,715. We got the S&P 500 is down, let's say 0.57%, 27 points to 4,742. Now, here's the kicker. As you guys know, always trying to bring the best information. And we've got here Alicia Christ here has pushed up who got the best results for the end of the year for the S&P 500. In December 2022, this was the target given by Wall Street analysts for 2023. So in other words, what we had at the end of last year, missing is Piper Sandler, who had even low target. But look who's in here. The top one, fund strat manager Tom Lee, who I've been talking about all the last the last couple of months of the year. Fund strat Tom Lee, and of course he was the one that said that was going to get to 4,800. They got to 4,750 on his original target because he revised that a little bit to the upside. But 4,750, everybody else, including Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, a lot of these popular names you've heard were all way lower on the S&P 500 target. Man, do you want to trust those guys with your money? They were miles off with their targets. And we had all the way down the bottom here. Barclays reckoned that 3,725 was going to be the S&P 500. Morgan Stanley, 3,900. They were way off the money. Only Tom Lee was on the money at 4,750, Tom Lee. And, of course, that's who I've been talking about all year. If you guys follow this channel, you know that I've been talking about Tom Lee. I always try to get the best stuff, and that's just the way it goes. And, he hit the mark on the money. We were look at that, 4,742, and we hit above that for the end of the year. So there we go. Tom Lee got the mark on that. Doesn't mean he's always right about stuff like crypto, but sometimes he's wrong about that. But, man, he did call the S&P 500 down to the T almost, so pretty awesome. Now, the other one is the NASDAQ is down 1.6% today at 245 points to 14,765. Remember, NASDAQ has a lot of the tech companies in it at the moment. So that is where the markets have started off the new year. The dollar index is up slightly, 101.92. And, of course, the commodities there, we've got West Texas at $70, Brent oil at $76. And they're pretty, down or mixed there. We've got gold, though, at 2,067. Remember, it wasn't only a couple of days ago that gold reached the all-time high of about 2150, where gold is pushing new heights there. Silver at the moment, $23.60, $88, $23.88, and it's down 0.8% there. So that is pretty much the commodities. We are waiting for a little bit of information coming up around the I guess the Fed meeting. So we're waiting for the Fed's December policy meeting minutes, and a slew of labor market data are on the roster for this week. So that's kind of it at the moment. Other than that, the market's just opening up for the new year. So that's pretty much it for the stock market. We are ticking away till the next Fed meeting. So let's have a quick look at that. We're 4 weeks away and 19 hours away. And of course, the 31st of January is when that's going to be on. So 4 weeks till the end of January. At 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have the Fed meeting, first one for the year, and we're expecting a no change for the interest rates, 87.6%, expecting no change, so 5.5%, which seems to be the terminal rate at this stage. March meeting coming up on the 20th of March, we're expecting a pivot. The majority of the market is expecting a pivot, and that is down to 5.25% from 5.5. We've got really most of the market there, 4 out of 5 participants is expecting the market to pivot. Now, by May, of course, it's pretty much everybody in the market, 99.5% of all participants expecting the market to pivot by May. So it looks like March possibly at the earliest there for the interest rate pivot, and that's bullish for markets, right? That's in March or May. So we'll keep looking on that. Now, we're going to move on into the crypto market. Crypto market having a good rally overnight. We got Bitcoin at $45,000, up 1.77%. Bitcoin dominance has crept back up at 50.06%. And of course, Ethereum there at 2,364 is up 0.2% as well. The rest of the market sort of eased off some of its big rally. These were all up yesterday. They've all just sort of come back a little bit here. ICP, Internet Computer, that is up 8.4%. Seems to be a bit of the darling now. After we had moved. We had Solana move quite a lot, and now it looks like we've had Optimism and Atrium move quite a lot on the Ethereum news with full proto-dank sharding, and now we've seemed to have ICP being one of the darlings, as it were, up 8.4% at the moment. We also had BSV move out of the blue as well. That Sunday just hyper rallied on the old BSV. And so that's probably cooled off a little bit too, but those are some of the ones that have moved there. There's BSV. It was down at like $50 or something, wasn't it? And now it's got to $106 yesterday, $98 now. The BSV, that's the Craig Wright one, I believe, the true Satoshi. I'm just kidding. But that is the play there on the moment. So that's kind of it. Let's jump over to the charts. And we can see the Bitcoin chart here. As you can see, it's sort of pulled back, but we actually broke up higher today, 45,925. So we actually rallied $925 higher than our previous peak back here on the 5th of December. So we did actually have a notable pump to the upside. It's sort of cooled off now. But if we look at the hourly, you can see the hourly here. We really had this big rally to 45,937. And we've just been pulled back down again with profit taking there. So that was kind of the hourly. Look at that hourly pump. That was the pump that we had. Look at that. Pretty nice on that pump there. Now, going back to the daily, we've been riding this 20 EMA, this yellow line. That's a 20 EMA. Been holding that very well indeed for the Bitcoin. And of course, as you guys know, we've got a window of opportunity has been playing out like a boss. Truly bullish move. Look at that move. Is very bullish. Now, we're only days away from the expected Bitcoin ETF approvals, which is now something like a week away from that for the Bitcoin. And that's the second window, right? Second window, 8th to the 10th of January. So getting very close. And, of course, this could be expected to definitely rally up there. Now, obviously, a lot of people considering a sell the news event on the other side. So we'll see where that happens. If it does, I kind of feel like if it does, it might be maybe aggressive, and then it's going to be a recovery into the longer bull market, right? So it's kind of where I feel that might go on the sell the news event. And of course, then we're moving past that. We're moving through the US budget into January, 20th of January and the 8th of February. That is where the two different budgets have to get approved for the longer term. We'll see what happens there with the House Speaker. And then, of course, we've got the Bitcoin halving expected in April the 17th or so. And then, of course, we've got the Ethereum ETF window being pushed from March to May. So even if we did get the interest rate pivot in March, or in May. They kind of collide with these two big crypto events, with BTC halving and Ethereum ETF window as well. And don't forget, in the new year, we've also got the Proto-Dank sharding, I believe, is kicking off in January as well. We looked at that a couple of days ago. I might need to bring that back up. That is where we are heading at the moment. So super bullish, right? The first half of next year is so bullish for crypto. It's unbelievable. And of course, even if we get the Bitcoin ETF approvals in the 10th of January, it will probably be by about the 10th of February that we see a lot of those operating commercially. But of course, we'll probably end up having like 11 or so different marketing desks for all the biggest financial institutions in the world operating and working for you. They'll be working for you to pump your bags. So that's pretty funny like that. I like that. All right, so let's jump over to some of the news here from James Steffer, one of the top analysts that we've been following around BTC. Here's a view of the Coin Tucky Derby starting gate as of this morning. And of course, this is hot off the presses news here. We're focused on these 11 spots Bitcoin ETF filers, expecting most of the NAs to be filled over the next week. Still looking for potential approval orders in that 8th of January to 10th of January window. And this is really the big trigger there for the Bitcoin ETFs. And you can see them all lined up there, looking pretty good. So bring it on, as it were, bring it on. And we see a lot of custodians there, actually Coinbase. So that's pretty interesting. I've got a few others here, Gemini, Fidelity, and BitGo there, depending on whose ETF it is. Obviously, we've got Grayscale, 21 shares in ARK, BlackRock, Bitwise, Van Eyck, Wisdom Tree, Invesco, and Galaxy, Fidelity, Valkyrie, Hashdex, and Franklin there, all kicking away. We also have some of the interesting fees that they're going to be charging. Fidelity has pushed out a 0.39% fee before getting approved. Man, that's a lot of money. You think about it, man. That's a lot of money these guys are making. No wonder they're in the business of Bitcoin ETFs. Now, they do have to compete against each other, but there's going to be some big money go through these things. These ETFs are going to make them very wealthy indeed. So, but hopefully it will make you wealthy as well. We have the different exchanges they're going to be on. We've got some New York Stock Exchange, the Chicago Board of Options Exchange. We've got NASDAQ. These are the big three, and that's where it seems like some of these will be operating on. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at the moment. We're going to be watching how this kicks off when it gets approved there. So some pretty interesting stuff. So it's kind of cool. Almost all of these filers have their APs lined up, and they know what their fees are going to be, at least roughly. These NAs will have to be filled in before launch and before SEC signs off on the S1s, but they are not needed for 19B full approvals, as far as I'm aware. And of course, image courtesy there. So that is the Coin Tucky Derby for Bitcoin, with all these different Bitcoin ETFs going to crush it there on the race once they all start to get approved. They're probably going to get approved at the same time as my guess for competitive reasons, so they're not disadvantaged probably, unless you had something really limited there, might be the case. Grayscale might be an issue too. We'll see what happens there also, obviously with their conversion. So that is kind of some of the latest news there on the Bitcoin ETF, and it's only like a week away. So it's getting there, folks. Getting there. It's exciting. What a new year it's going to be. And of course, the Pulsechain 2024, the year of the bull market, is going to be a help to be spurred on with this bullish news for Bitcoin and crypto. So kind of cool. That is pretty much it. Let's get into Ethereum. Ethereum here, of course, also had a pretty good day in the office, but has pulled right back from its move. And of course, we're down at $2,354. But we have been riding the 20 EMA pretty well also after our sort of bullish golden cross here on the, well, it's not the 50, but the 20 EMA there versus the 200. Let's jump over to the hourly, have a look at what happened overnight. And we can see that we had that big rally also on the hourly, or got all the way up to 2,433. You know that my sort of altcoin trigger mark is between 2,300 and 2,400. And of course, we started to tease with the altcoin season coming on there at the moment. And of course, we are technically in an altcoin season month now. So it's nice to see. So it's early signs of our true altcoin season about to run. And that's going to benefit Pulsechain big time. Obviously, we had some profit taking and selling off back down here. Pushed us all the way back down to $2,350 at the moment. That's on the hourly. So that is Ethereum. And of course, on Ethereum news, we are expecting, Proto-Dank sharding and all the testing there, which should benefit the second layers, Optimism and Atrium there. I'm not sure even if we get the full dank sharding, that's going to have a big impact on Ethereum. So Pulsechain's cost competitiveness should still stay true for a long time to come. Also, of course, Pulsechain is technically upgradable too, given it's the full system state fork copy of Ethereum back on the 10th of May there. So that's pretty cool. That is some of the cool stuff there. We're going to leave that. Now we're going to get into Pulsechain. We're going to be covering day 235. Before we do that, let's get into the chat there. Say hello to a few others that have jumped in here. Let's have a look here. Let me just jump back here and have a look. We've got Tintop in the house there. What's up? Hexkins, good to see you, Tintop, as always. SJ Wild, absolutely crushing. SK Wild appears. Hey, SJ Wild, I did see you follow Hex Token channel on Rumble. Obviously, we're on Rumble as well. A lot of you guys may not know that, but the videos get auto-uploaded to Rumble. They also get auto-uploaded to Minds, also auto-uploaded to Odyssey. So we're actually, all these videos every day, you may not think about it, but they're actually all getting uploaded to other social media platforms, which is pretty interesting. Now, I would love to do that on X social platform, but I'll have to think about a strategy around that. I haven't really done too much on X social platform, but definitely that is going to be probably YouTube's biggest competitor in the future will be X once they get more around long form formats, I guess is the way it goes. So looking forward to that. Big shout out to SJ Wild for all you do. Absolutely crushes it out there. We got Tintop says Craig Wright, fake Satoshi, says Tintop. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Tintop. Now you guys might remember quite a while ago, Richard Hart was famously challenged Craig Wright, or Craig Wrong in your case. If you haven't seen that video, check it out where Richard Hart is where challenges that as well. It's pretty cool. Also got KDB here. KDB. Hey, nice to see KDB. KDB, I should say, with a B. HT is still alive and kicking. Absolutely. Can't keep HT down, that's for sure. G'day, everybody, says Blobfish King. Welcome. And, of course, also the Emoji King with all those emojis looking good. Who else has jumped in here? One of these days, Ellis, bam, straight to the moon, says check my pulse. Yeah, the rabbit says pulse, Pumpkin L. SJ Wild says, yes, I just started to get Discord Syndicate up on Rumble. Yeah, I think it's a really good move. And I guess it's working out how to get promoted on Rumble. Rumble's got a different sort of, I guess, ranking system, but definitely an advertising system. So it's definitely worth getting on there. And I've noticed that recently, SJ Wild, that the channel started to get more followers on there, as this seems to be organically sort of growing and growing. So that's kind of cool. And I've noticed an increase, particularly the last couple of months. So that's positive. I'm sure as the crypto bull market goes, it's going to gain more pace as well. All right, we've got Hex Mum as well. Good evening, all. Good to see Hex Mum. Welcome to the chat. SJ Wild says, please follow Discord Syndicate on Rumble, y'all. I'll share the link if that's okay. Yeah, go for gold on that one. We've got Archie as well. Hi, all. Good to see Archie. Welcome to the chat. Archie's one of our awesome moderators. Big shout out. I think we need 100 followers to get a customized link. It's 10, actually, SJ Wild, 10. You need 10 followers to get a custom link. And it gives, what you mean is that you put your name in and you can get your brand name taken as a link. So that's kind of the play there. 10 is what you need. Jimmy Villain says, hey, buddy, glad to be back. Been busy. Question, how do we swap our tokens for a stablecoin in the bull run so we can cash out? There's no swap feature in the MetaMask for Pulsechain. Well, we don't really use MetaMask for that. You can do it on Internet Money Wallet, which we'll be covering later on, Jimmy. But what I suggest is just using a DEX aggregator like Batius, and you can swap from whatever token that you've got back into a stablecoin. You can do it a native stablecoin like Liquid Loans USDL, or you can use your traditional bridged-in stablecoins like USDC, USD Tether, or DAI, which seems to be the main preference there. All right. Yeah, if you haven't joined Discord Syndicate, there's SJ Wild up there. You can give them a follow and support another Pulsechain X community channel. What else we got going there? SJ Wild says, oh, snap, 2 more LFG. Yeah, you're pretty close, much closer than you thought. You don't have to wait for 99 more followers, that's for sure. USDL indeed. Yes, that's the way to go. Now, we're going to have more stable coins this year. PXDC's coming from Pulsechain. That's the next big project launching on Pulsechain. I'm really actually kind of glad they delayed it till 2024. To give Liquid Loans time to shine and build up its ecosystem, which has done amazing. We might check that out later on, but also Pulsechain is going to be another juggernaut to launch at the beginning of this year, another stable coin, and it's going to be so much fun. Now, USDL from Liquid Loans is now the #1 stable coin, regardless of whether it's bridged in or native, it is the #1 stablecoin now on Pulsechain. And I think that Power City is going to give it a run for its money. It's going to be fun having those two battle away for the #1 spot. The other one, of course, is we're going to be covering later on is Algo PUSD. And we're going to talk about that too. That's an algorithmic stablecoin, and that could potentially help with scalability and TVL growth on Pulsechain. So also excited about PUSD Algo. That could mean we have 4 stablecoins native to Pulsechain. That would be CST, USDL, PXDC, and PUSD. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too, because we want more the merrier, right? That's how you get a valuable chain, is by having a whole ecosystem built on top of it. And that's why we're so bullish about Pulsechain in 2024. All right, let's get into it. Let's go to Pulsechain, and this is day 235. Can you believe it? Since the launch, 10th of May, and of course, 2023 now. We're now in 24. We've got the price of Pulse at the moment, quadruple 0613, pretty much flat today, up slightly, 0.1%, sitting at 61% of sacrifice price. It's been sort of in this range for a couple of days now. So it's definitely an opportunity to get in on the main coin for the chain. We've got Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 0169, up 2.72%. And Pulsex, like I talked about, Power City Earn protocol coming, which is a fork, a liquidity of fork. That is also going to be collateralizing Pulsex, just like we had liquid loans collateralize Pulse. In other words, adds another feature to it, and you can have another use case for Pulse. You're also going to be able to have another use case for Pulsex. You're going to be able to put your Pulsex in the Earn protocol and then issue the new stablecoin PXDC with that. And you can either earn incomes with that, or you can go buy more Pulsex and rinse and repeat in a sort of a circular motion there. You can use strategies like the Haunted strategy, the Hop Rule strategy, the Hexy Cat strategy. There's so many strategies out there you can use to try and increase your bags during the bull market. And that is one of them. So Pulsex got to be the pick of the beginning of the year with that protocol about to drop sooner than later, I'm sure. We got the total buy and burn, of course, is the talk of the town. We're up at 629 billion, and that is amazing. We're now at 3.06% of public supply, which is pretty smashingly good. And of course, that's going to help in the longer term scheme of things in terms of getting public supply of the market. So really, there's only just under 97% of the total supply is now left since we launched on the 10th of May. So it's kind of cool. And look, Power City is going to help with that again by taking more Pulsex off the market. We've already seen about 7% of the Pulse taken off the market through liquid loans. You had that with the Validators around 10%. That's about 70% of Pulses off the market. So what's Pulsex going to do with Power City Earn? I'm really optimistic about that too. We got the buy and burn, and we got Power City Earn protocol taking Pulsex off the market. Got to be a good thing, right? Got to be a good thing. Now we got incentive token there at the moment is at 56 cents. The ratio to Pulse is 9,147. We got the buy and we got the supply well over 20 million now, and we got the buy and burn the burn I should say at 117,000, and that was through the TRH GameFi protocol. We got PHEX at the moment. It was over 1 cent about 2 days ago, back under there now at 91/100th of a cent, down 1.2% at the moment. And we've got EHEX there at 52/100th of a cent, and we're sitting at 1.43 cents combined for HEX. So that is pretty much the numbers for day 235. Let's go to the charts, have a brief look at that. Now, we did break out of a lot of resistance. We've got the support line here, angular support line, you can see. We had this resistance we broke out. We also had a bullish cross on the EMA cross here. Sometimes they can fake out. In this case, we haven't quite faked out yet on the Pulse chain, but they definitely have closed here. So let's see if we can do a bounce from here and keep that bullish signal intact. We had 2 bullish signals in a row there combined, which gives you a lot of confidence. Now, we have tons of protocols launching, so that's not going to be an issue. As you can see, I'm sort of teasing some of them here. We've got all these projects coming up. You can sort of see there. But that is kind of the play. Let's have a look at the RSI. RSI has cooled off back down to 52. So we've got a nice little place to bounce from there. Let's see if we can get a little zigzag up and to the right and start moving this price of Pulse chain up. Now, obviously, we want to get back over pretty much 8,000. That's kind of where we want to be at the moment. Oh, we got some free membership drops. Definitely grab some of those 10 Hex Token memberships there from Archie. Big shout out there. That's the way to go. We got Joey Torres has got one. Wookie's got one. Check My Pulse has got one. Brennan's got one. Pound for Pound's got one. Charity Dunley's got one. Craig Pitt's got one. Tom Boss has got one. And Tim Top. And finally, Andrew Reynolds. 10 of those free gifts there from Archie. Big shout out for Archie for supporting the channel. And congratulations to everybody that's got that. Now, with the Hex Token membership, you can use the emojis in the chat. So make sure you do that. There's lots of different emojis there. I will be swapping a few of them out. But we've got a lot of the RH ones in there. So definitely use those for sure. And a big shout out again to Archie, one of our most amazing, super smart people in our Discord is Archie. So big shout out. Nice. Cheers, Archie, says Tom Boss. Yay, says Sandy Beach. Indeed. Let's get into it. So that is pretty much it. Let's jump over to PulseX. PulseX also pretty similar here, but we still got that bullish cross in play. Nothing's been denied on that, but definitely it was teasing us. Maybe it was a fake out, but we've still got bullish. Everything's looking pretty bullish here. We're at the top of the Bollinger Bands. We're above the 50% line. We've still got our bullish cross here from the EMA cross on PulseX. So everything is looking pretty good. We've got tightening Bollinger Bands, which typically indicates that they may end up breaking one way to the other way. Upside, I consider this to be the upside, of course. And we've cooled off at the 50%, 52, sorry, on the RSI. So we've got lots of cool things happening there. And of course, we've got Power City M protocol potentially launching very, very soon. So we'll see what that does to this PulseX chart, taking supply off the market and of course, enabling more stable coins to come and buy more PulseX. That's kind of the idea there. All right, so that is PulseX. Let's go to incentive token. The ratio at the moment is at 9,142. We did reach a bottom back here at 8,550. Back here for about a week. We were down at that level in late December. And of course, then we had a rally all the way up to 9,658 by the 29th of December. That's just sort of been profited down. And we're now at 9,142. So that's kind of where we are at the moment on incentive token. Looking at PHEX at the moment. Now, PHEX has had a bit of a fake out in this EMA cross. You saw we had a bullish cross here. Unfortunately, it's ended up being a fake out. We've just had another signal which is a bearish cross. And so we'll see where this is a fake out too. Someone might have fake out back to back. So keep a lookout for this. Hex is going to move at some stage. And when it does, it's going to take a lot of people by surprise, right? That's typically what Hex is going to do when it finally starts to move back up to the upside there. We did have some bullish information here as well. We broke out this resistance and we had a EMA bullish cross. But once again, looks like a bit of a fake out here at the moment. And we had some whale selling in here also. So we're back down to 9/10 of a penny at the moment. So we're under a bit of a pressure there from some whale sales, just the way it goes with Hex there. We've got the RSI, and we had 42 on the RSI. It's really cooled off there. The MACD is also gone into the bearish territory as well. Hopefully this will be a bit of a fake out, just like we see back here. A bit of a fake out there. This was pretty short too. But that's, of course, we'll see if we get a fake out here on the bearish side, and then maybe it goes bullish again very soon. All right, so that is kind of there on PHEX. EHEX as well is at 51/100th of a penny. Pretty similar story there as well. We have had a bullish cross there, a bit of a fake out also, and we had some heavy selling in here as well. Obviously, that will influence the TA trend there. What's the RSI looking like? RSI very cooled off at 46. So definitely PHEX and EHEX could make a sudden move, and I'm sure it's going to be the upside there. We've got Dex Screener at the moment. The combined price of EHEX and PHEX on Dex Screener, not Dex Screener, on investdex.io, I should say. And we got the price at 1.43 cents at the moment. Our last recent high was up at 2.73 cents, and that was back on the 25th of October. So it's a little while back now there. So keep a lookout. Now, we have, obviously, let's go to the weekly here on InvestX. I don't know if we can actually do 3 days. Let's try 3 days and see what that looks like on InvestX. Is it going to render? Not sure. It's got stuck in limbo. It's got stuck. Oh, it's got stuck, so we're going to leave that there. It may not have the data for the 3 day. Maybe that's why it got stuck. But in any case, let's go back into the latest updates. We're going to go to the validators, see what that is at the moment. We've got 50,401 validators. So we had another 400 since I last did a live stream. And obviously, that's an amazing number. We've got validators all around the world. As I always say, Pulsechain is the people's chain. And of course, we've got 1.61 trillion off the market, which is about 10% of the public supply. And of course, if you add liquid loans to that, let's have a quick look at liquid loans, see where they are at the moment with their supply numbers, because that just adds to the bullishness around Pulsechain. Yeah, we've got $26.17 million in stablecoins now from liquid loans USDR. Isn't that incredible? That is a staggering number in such a short time. The other thing, of course, is that it is well ahead of DAI now, which last time I checked was around 23 million, I think it was, on DAI. So it's definitely at least a couple of $1 million ahead of DAI now. That's bridged over from Ethereum. We've got 962 billion Pulse in the market there. So we'll just do some crude calculations here. And that's 962 divided by 1600. That's not a precise number, but it's close enough. That's 6%. So I said 7. That's 6% there at the moment. So which is pretty good. So 6 plus 10%, plus 10 cent for the values at 16%. Pretty awesome stuff getting off the market there, and I know more is going to get off there too. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's jump over to the gas prices. We're going to have a look at gas prices here. 109,000 beats at the moment, so super cheap on Pulsechain. 0.2 of a penny for a Pulsex swap, 1/100th of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and of course we've got we've got 4/100th of a penny for a PRC trade transfer. So it really is cheap to do business on Pulsechain. We are 6,700 times cheaper than Ethereum. $13.44 to do a swap at Ethereum, and of course it is holiday period at the moment, so Ethereum is going to be cheaper on the Gwei. So if you've managed to do things on the Gwei, maybe ending Hex stake, starting Hex stake, something like that on Ethereum, anything you're doing on Ethereum is going to be super cheap there at the moment in terms of Ethereum. But on Pulsechain, it's super duper cheap, and of course we're 29,637 times cheaper than Bitcoin at the moment, and it's $4.15. So looking very cool. You can see they've added some new numbers here versus other chains as well. We've got Avalanche, 150 times cheaper than Avalanche, 47 times cheaper than BSC, 38 times cheaper than Optimism, the second layer for Ethereum there. We've got 35 times cheaper than Arbitrum there. That's the other one, of course. So we really are super duper cheap there at the moment on these chains. All right, that is pretty much it for day 235. We're going to get into some of the other targets here. Let's have a look at the top PRC 20s. This is our next category, right? Top PRC 20s. And let's see what's been performing here. PDI is at 6,000. Can you believe it? On Mel PDI. Let's have a quick look at that. And yeah, we had a nice little green day the other day. And that is up on the way there. Man, we got all the way down to 2,700 with 3 zeros in front of it. Now we're at 6,000 with 3 zeros. And that's a nice little move there on PDI. Can't seem to keep this thing down, right? Can't seem to keep the PDI down. The other one, of course, is a Tropa, which is often related to it. That is up 1.2% at the moment at just 5/200th of a penny. Let's have a quick look at a Tropa. And, of course, let's have a look where that is at. That's a Tropa there at the moment. So nice little rebound pattern there, similar to PDI. Now, some of the others, of course, Teddy Bear's been popular. Treasury Bear, and that's up 11% at the moment. Teddy Bear itself is up 8%. So if a quick look at Teddy Bear, now a few of you have bought Teddy Bear, and that's been a really good choice because it's been rallying lately on the old daily there for Teddy Bear, looking very good. In fact, it looks like it's going to try and attack the all-time high there, not far away from that at all. So we'll see how it gets on there, the old Teddy Bear. What else there? I think you can actually put that in the Daytona pool. I think it's running, is it running about 30% APR, something like that. Wrap Bitcoin, which is the one I'm really following. Wrap Bitcoin are the top PRC 20s. This is the one I'm really following because, if Bitcoin's going to have a big run, then Wrap Bitcoin, may do quite well on Pulsechain. It is a copy. There's no backing to the Wrap Bitcoin. It's not like, because it's a copy of the Ethereum version, which is backed by Bitcoin from the Bitcoin blockchain through custodial there. But at the moment, $60.40. And of course, it's a shared narrative, right? The shared narrative. And we're going to be watching this very carefully in the future because this could hyper run on the old Pulsechain there, Wrap Bitcoin. So see where it goes. Could it go from $62 to $1,000 to $2,000? We're going to find out on the old Pulsechain there. It's going to be fun to see. What else we got there? Let's have a look here. We got SHIB, one of the two big meme coins on Pulsechain. SHIB up 26%. So let's have a look at that one. That's worthy of checking out. Yeah, big pump there yesterday. Look at that. And big volume came in. Nice. And we got a big pump there on SHIB. Good news. I'm not sure if they've got any news around 9-inch, but that is the chart there at the moment on the old SHIB there. Nice little recovery there as well. Let's go back and have a look at one more here. We've got Pepe. Pepe is up 5%. That's the other big meme coin. Let's have a look at that. Pepe there on the daily, still humming along at this sideways channel at the bottom here. So nothing much happening here, but there's a slight uptrend in here too. So we keep a lookout on that. Maybe we'll follow SHIB to the upside. Also, something definitely to think about. I think that's it. The highlights is it. Yeah, I think that's it from our top PRC 20s. Let's go to our third category, which is the meme coins, and see what's performing in there. We're sorted by liquidity. Remember, I always put the top liquidity pools at the top there. Access Alive has cooled off a bit there, down 23%. But boy, did it have a comeback. It was the comeback kid. There's the old Access Alive one there. Obviously, another influence in the Pulsechain Hex community. But look at that. Woohoo! Big profit taking going on there. It was too good to be true. Too tempting for someone to hold on to, $13,600, and it's been sold off down to $10,200, but still up dramatically from where it was down at $2,000 back here on the 6th of December. So what a run that was. So if you didn't think anything was pumping on Pulsechain, well, apparently Access Live has been pumping for weeks and weeks and weeks. So pretty impressive. That was a 536% gain in a month, pretty much 27 days. That's pretty impressive, right? So there's definitely opportunities if you're willing to look for them. And there we are. So I think that's it. Well, Reflux there is up 14% as well. Let's have a quick look at this. Now, I think Rags to Riches has done a video on Reflux, but this is doing okay as well up the last day or two, and still holding prices, still holding pretty well in the middle of the range there, I would say. So that's not too bad. What else is doing pretty well? Pepperlorian is up 12% there. Let's have a quick look at Pepperlorian. And that also had a bit of a pump the last day or two. So a few of these have had a bit of a pump the last day or two, and not too bad there. All right, that's the meme coins. Let's go to the main event, category number 4, Pulsechain projects, and let's see how we're going here. We're sorted by the liquidity, right? We're gonna screen through and see what's actually pumping there. PRS Pulse Reflections up 9%. Seems some of these tax tokens are doing okay at the moment, so it's up 8-9% there. Let's have a look at PRS and see where that is going. Yeah, off the bottom though, pretty much, but still not quite the bottom, but off the bottom. And at 6,400 there with 6 zeros in front of it at the moment. So ticking away. What else is doing okay? PLN, Pulse LN, one of our big on-ramps to Pulsechain. Bitcoin Lightning Network and stuff like that is doing okay, up 3.5%. And where is that overall? So yeah, that's had a really nice rally. Look at that rally. It's been really quite good since the 5th of December. Pretty similar to the Access Alive trend as well, right? The last month has rallied, but no sell-off here at this stage at 1.2 cents at the moment on the PLN. So one of our key utilities on Pulsechain, so pretty important there. Everything else is pretty much down from the looks of it at the moment. What's a big opportunity? Let's have a look at the biggest sellers. Well, you know, TRH tokens, they seem to be down 70%, so maybe a bit of opportunity in theirs for water and burn. Watt token is down 14%. Now, Watt token there, that is from Power City Core. Let's have a look and see whether there's some opportunity there. Well, it's definitely pulled back there on some profit taking, so maybe that's a good entry. Definitely one to keep a lookout for. Obviously, we've got Portal X profits to be shared in protocols, stuff like that. Now, I think there's a lot of Watt token staked, but still, that is looking pretty good there at the moment. What else? I think that's kind of it. Let's go to the 9-inch, have a quick look at that. Wow, let's have a look here. 9-inch, where's 9-inch here? 8,000. Wow. So yeah, the market's pricing 9-inch down. 9-inch is being priced down by the market, and there we go at 8,000. So I know they're trying to do a bit better, but still a lot of work to go there with 9-inch. Was it where the ETH goes at 23 cents? PLD is at 1500 of a penny, and Paul Pleb there is at 1435 with 5 zeros. That's kind of the play on that one. We're going to jump over to, I think that's it at the moment. Let's jump over to, actually, let's have a quick look at liquid lines on the stable coins, and we'll see where that is at the stage. So USDL, it's actually got $9 million of liquidity in the USDL pool. That's fantastic, isn't it? That's so good. It's pegged at $1, so it's doing its thing, what it's supposed to do. It's pegged exactly at $1 at the moment. We can pull over our peg line, but that is pretty much pegged at $1 right now. And we got a very attractive $9 million in liquidity. I'm liking that a lot. And we'll give that a rocket. That is worthy of a rocket. We got 4.5 million USDL in the pool. And we got 73 billion pulse in the pool there at the moment. And of course, the rest of the liquid lines, of course, is staked, right? So people are staking hardcore. We got almost $21 million in USDL stablecoin staked in the protocol. It is almost 80%. Why so much? While the APR is a massive 143%, used to be up around 300% or something, but that is still extremely attractive there. Staking APR at the moment for the loan token is at 56%, so very attractive. That's why you've got such a gap there. So with that, we've got some big announcements around internet money. Before we do that, though, let's get in the chat there and say hello to a few other people that jumped in here. Where did we get up to? We jump straight back up here. Let's see. We've got Astrid in the house there. Nice one, Archie. Absolutely. Cheers, Archie from Brennan. Thank you from Check My Pulse. We got Jam in the house there. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Jam. Hope you're having a good time. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year from Andrew Reynolds. Big shout out. Thank you for the memberships to Archie there. Archie says, you're welcome all. Happy New Year, friends. Nice one, Archie. Who else there? We got Greg Pitt in the house there. Morning all. Can't wait to see faces melting. Absolutely. It is Pulsechain 2024, man. The year of the bull market is going to be awesome. We are in the right place. We're way early before the right time, says Check My Pulse. I like that. What's up, folks? We got Spike in the house. Hey, Spike. Good to see you as well. Happy New Year to you. And we got Toby One in the house there. Yup, y'all. Good to see Toby and Toby One. Obviously, Toby's one of the big influencers in the Pulsechain Hex community. Also, a TA specialist as well on Hex. So if you're not following his Hex calls, and definitely follow that. And also a producer for the Highest of Stakes. Pretty awesome. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good New Year's, Toby. New Toby on TA post on Toby1_HexSoby. So check that out if you want some of the latest Hex calls. What else there? Crippy Coin in the house there. Hello, hello. Good to see Crippy Coin. And yeah, big shout out to Archie from Craig. Thanks for the gifts. Absolutely some nice gifts there. 10 memberships coming out. Pretty epic, really. All right, let's get into the big news over the new year. Internet money. This is the milestone we wanted, folks. This is the milestone we wanted. So maybe it's time for you to discard your MetaMask or something. I don't know. It's up to you what you do. But maybe add another wallet, and that is Internet money. They have gone from a pretty much beta mode to full commercial mode now. And so a big shout out to KG and the Internet money team. A massive milestone. I mean, it really takes a lot of work to get this in play. They've got a big dev team there, and they have worked diligently around the clock to get this product to the commercial version for Pulsechain. Internet money, the native Pulsechain wallet is now officially out of beta. V1 is here. So, I'm going to give a clap for that because that deserves a big clap, and really, really impressive work there. Now also open source on Android, iOS, and Chrome. Really, really cool. Twice security audited as well. And the stats page is live as well. So they've got a cool stats page. We're going to check that out briefly. We want to extend a huge feeling of gratitude to every single member of our amazing community, your incredible patience, support, and resilience during the last year of beta testing, and all the work you have put in to ensure Internet money's success is unmatched and appreciated beyond words. We would not be here where we are today without you. What's next? Replace the MetaMask Wolf and download the Internet Money wallet on Android, iOS, and Chrome today. So really is there on any platform that you really want to use, really. Enjoy an incredible DeFi experience connecting to dApps, tracking prices for all your favorite EVM assets, including Pulsechain, of course, and an incredibly smooth and high-yielding swap feature on Pulsechain, Ethereum, BSC, and Polygon. Isn't that cool? And you can own the token there and, time token and get access to all the swapping fees. Unlike MetaMask, where it all goes to some fat cats, you get to get the profits. Pulsechain, Ethereum, BSC, and Polygon. And, of course, an easy and innovative way to maximize your swaps through access to multiple liquidity sources while earning passive income, PLS, Ethereum, BNB, and Matic just by holding those tokens. So pretty awesome there and much, much more. So huge, huge news there. And, of course, you don't get much better than that. These guys have ticked off all the boxes there. You got people from Liquid Loans, the growth manager, Warris, there saying lots of hard work from exceptional team. Congrats to the team there. Pretty awesome. So it's nice to see. You've got KDP there, a Pulsechain Hex influencer. Congrats, guys. Thank you for the support. It'll be great to see you and Brother KG stream soon. So lots of cool comments in there from a lot of people there. So kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right. So that congratulations to Internet Money. Now I'm going to post the link to that, of course. If you want to get access to Internet Money, download that wallet and check out the audits and all that sort of stuff, do your due diligence. But that is a big, big deal for Pulsechain. Straight into the new year. I can't think of a better timing for that. Internet Money wallets. And definitely something worth checking out. Maybe potentially moving from MetaMask over to something like that. It's kind of cool. I saw K4K, another influencer in the space, Pulsechain Hex, and he was talking about moving from MetaMask to Internet Money wallet. So kind of cool. And some very good reasons to do that as well. So there it is if you want to check that out, Internet Money wallet, and download today. Kind of cool. All right, full audits. Woo! V1 commercial. Love it. All right, so that is kind of cool stuff there. Now they've got some stats. Total download so far. This is in the beta mode, right? Now they've just gone commercial. Is 30,334. So that's a great start there, up 416. Really, really cool. I love their branding with the aliens as well. So it's kind of cool. And the App Store, 5,242 downloads, up 191. Android downloads, 7,821. And Chrome downloads, 17,271. This is a great start, folks. 3,000 is a good start number. And I can see that ratcheting up a big time over the next year. Now it's gone full commercial. I will certainly be covering a lot more on this channel. I know that other influencers and, of course, the community in general will be, talking about internet money a lot more as we move forward in time. Now they've got all the numbers for different chains, so they have really good information disclosure. Pulsechain, Ethereum really is cool. So you can check out all the details on all the different chains, how much swap volume they've had. Obviously, they've just opened up Polygon, so it's brand new and kind of cool. On their time dividends, all the dividends they have as well. So you can check out all the numbers. Very good disclosure there. Really cool. So check all that stuff out. Looking good, I would say. All chains, total volume so far, $781,000 24 hours. They've had 48,000 in volume. That's a really nice jump. Definitely getting traction with the commercial version of their wallet, I would say as well. 7 days, 274,000 and 776 there. So very cool there. And of course, they're integrated with other parts of the community's utilities. I think it's Patias and stuff like that, I think. And that's pretty cool. So congrats to Internet Money. That's the first big piece of news today. The other big pieces of news, I said there's going to be big pieces of news, is the DGN protocol. So DGN protocol, validator NFTs are now live. So maybe you don't have 32 million Pulse, but you want to become a validator. You want a kind of a conservative way of earning yield on Pulsechain ahead of the big bull market ahead of us. Then, of course, now DGN protocol from David Feder as well. Everyone knows David Feder. And, of course, the DGN protocol there is being launched. Validating NFTs are now live. Happy New Year to the Pulsechain community. Mint yours at dgnprotocol.io NFT. And, of course, I think it's something like 84 NFTs for one full validator. It's like 32 million Pulse, basically. I think that's the number. It works out something like that. Are there certain limit number of NFTs? No, they are unlimited. So there's huge scalability there. Lots of people that we know there. Yeah, 64 NFTs, sorry, equals one validator. Says crypto. Yeah, so it seems to be you don't need any hardware. It's all done for you through this NFT system. And, of course, it really does have the credibility of David Feder behind us, who's a very well-known community member and influencer, David Feder. And, of course, the number one, dominating the validators. So if you don't know who he is, really, he is dominating the validators. So let's have a look at the validators. Now he's just offered another service. He has got validatorstore.com. And they had 55% of all validators have gone through the validatorstore.com by David Feder. And now he's opened up this new product for those who can't afford maybe a full validator at 32 million Pulse. They can now participate with NFTs and get fractionalized validators, basically. So it's kind of cool there as well. So you can check out DGN, GDN, and get yourself some NFTs for validating. Very cool. So you have to connect your wallet and all that sort of good stuff. You can check all that details out on this one at the moment. So got the NFTs. Very cool. All right. Let me post that links to this. Bam. We're going to retweet that and post a copy of that. So that is a DGN protocol. So DGN protocol on Pulsechain. Pulsechain NFT validators. So it's basically like fractionalizing a validator, and you don't need a full 32 million. You can just take a fraction of those. So it's kind of cool. Check it out. We will do more on that topic coming up, but not today. That is it there. Big shout out to Dave Feder for that, and of course Brian as well. Wink, wink, Brian. All right. So. Do we need to download the V1 wallet if you have the beta wallet? I thought they upgrade automatically, Sandy Beach. You might have to check that out. See what else is going on there. Might be a question for our Pulsechain helpline on the Discord. All right, so that is cool from DGN Protocol. That's a big deal. Opening up validating for the small players, the small retail players on Pulsechain, which is kind of cool. That leads us into PUSD Algo. We talked about CST stablecoin, the fiat one from Coast. We talked about USDL, the Pulse collateralized back one from Liquid Loans. We've got Power City Earn protocol coming up with PXDC, collateralizing PulseX. But we also got the PUSD Algo protocol at the moment. And of course, that is ticking away with the current sacrifice set at the moment. Now, the cool thing about PUSD Algo is not all sacrifices are created equal. This one, of course, is going to have a requirement for a certain amount of money. We are expecting Jacob to come out with some news around that in terms of the new year. But at the moment, we're on day 39 out of 45. So we've got 6 days left. We're in the final phase, of course. Now, you can get a 9% referral in the links in the video description. This is going to be an algorithmic stablecoin on Pulsechain, different from the other three, which are fiat and liquidity forks. This one here is going to be an algorithmic one with a full DeFi stability miner. So it's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to have no human touches on it. It is going to be fully automated from that point of view. And the cool thing is that the sacrifice set, 75% of the money raised is going straight back into the protocol on launch. 50% is going into the liquidity pools. It needs about 4 or 5 liquidity pools set up between different trading pairs. Obviously, there's different tokens on this protocol, PUSD, which is a stable coin. There's Algo, which is the main coin, a bit like Luna was for CST. And of course, there's also Flex, which is a activity incentive, which gets fees from the V3 DEX that's going to be launched. So it's kind of cool things like that. And of course, they need to set up liquidity pools for all that stuff. They're going to be pegging it, which I think is very cool, to Liquid Lines USDL, which I think is a fantastic move. They were talking about eDAI or DAI from Ethereum. Now they're moving to USDL, which means it gets also the stability mechanisms from USDL as well, because it's going to be pegging to those. So it's kind of cool with that. So I think it's going to be amazing. So many ways of earning on this too. You'll be able to mint stable coins. You'll be able to use the stability miner, provide liquidity to keep the peg and play. And people actually large players will go through the actual liquidity of the peg price. They'll actually go through the redemption and things like that. And then, of course, you're going to have the earn protocol. You're going to be able to earn as well with Flex. And, of course, you'll be able to stake your favorite coins there, Algo or PUSD. It's going to be pretty exciting to see that play out. And, of course, swap. Now, any activity you do, of course, NG Flex on here. So that's also pretty bullish as well. The sacrifice is open at the moment. You can use any tokens from Pulsechain or Ethereum. You got all the different coins that you can use, and you just have to send it to this wallet here. If you use the link in the video description, you get a 19% bonus for that. And of course, this has scalability, could be huge. So we're looking forward to it. And of course, if you do over $1,000, you also get access to the second bonus, what we call the bonus X. And that could be between 1.01 and 2X there, in addition to the 90% referral code that I've got in the video description. So definitely check it out. For example, we got one here that's got a 90% referral code, 119%. They did over $1,000, so they ended up getting a bonus X bonus, which is that second bonus. And of course, they got 1.62, which is randomly generated. And they ended up with a total amount of points, or dollars, I should say, of 17,756. So that's kind of cool there as well. For every dollar that you that you sacrifice, you get 20 Algo coins, which is kind of the Luna version. You get 200 Flex tokens, which is the incentive token, and you get 0.01 wrap PUSD, which is the reward version of the stable coin there. At the moment, you can see down the bottom there, the total amount supply. We've got 12.3 million Algo coins. We've got 6,000 wrap PUSD coins, and we've got 123 million Flex tokens, which is the incentive token on here as well. But remember, the Flex is an incentive token that you earn share of utility fees, so it has actually a utility straight out of the gate. So pretty cool. And 75% of all liquidity raised is going to go straight back into the protocol. That's not going to be wondering where'd the liquidity go, or where'd the ETH go, where'd the Pulse go, where'd the DAI go. There's not many of those questions. It's going to be going straight back into the protocol, which is pretty amazing. Like I say, 50% into the liquidity pool, setting up 4 or 5 liquidity pairs, and 25% in the stability miner straight away to support the stablecoin, which is going to be pretty cool. PUSD, which has kind of the best brand name you can think of for a stablecoin. So I like that a lot. All right, so check it out. Links in the video description. And I've got 2 videos there with Jacob on this channel. Check it out as well. Now, it is more speculative, some of the other protocols, but the scalability option and the TVL potential, and plus the amount of capital raised versus the commercial upside is massive. So really excited about that opportunity. All right, that brings us onto Hex.com. Have you checked it out? Hex miners, CD miners. We love miners here on the channel. And of course, Hex.com, check it out. You can buy Hex and then burn it for T-shares. T-shares are kind of like your miners, and then you can start earning Hex. So let's see how we're going with the results at the moment. Day 492. Let's see how we're going on Ethereum. The price there at half a penny on Ethereum. What else there? The day is day 2nd of January 2024. Can't believe it. Got to get used to saying 2024 all the time. And of course, payout per T-share 6.877. Amazing. Now the payouts on Ethereum have really been moving up, and that's what we're expecting to see over time. So payouts go up and away. We've got the share rate is up 11.8. We had up 31 on the 1st of January, and we're at 31,298 at the moment. So it's pretty much on par where we expected it to be in the new year. The average mainnet on Ethereum is 7.09 years. We've got a 40% APY almost on existing T-share miners. Let's have a look at the number of shares. So we've got 17,250 decrease. We had 12,000 yesterday. We're currently sitting on 9,655,000 T-shares in the ownership pool on Ethereum. Not too bad at all. And let's jump over to the lock percentage of coins. 9.3% of all Hex is locked on the Ethereum side. We had pretty amazing penalties over the New Year period. Look at that, 2.9, 1.4, and today 2.8 million. And we're sitting at 66.4 million in the reward pool. Pretty juicy. Everyone loves getting those rewards. We're up 45 liquid holders on the old Ethereum side. We've had some really good numbers on liquid holders on the old Ethereum side. It's been pretty good. And the miners are down 24 at 190,318. So being a T-share holder on Ethereum is a pretty lucrative business because you get a pretty special place now at the moment. Now, in terms of Pulsechain, we've got the results for day 235, and that's the 2nd of January. We've got the price there at 9/10 of a penny. We got the payout there at 7.07, but yesterday we had a massive 9.8 Hex per T-share on Pulsechain. Wow, that's awesome. And we've had a couple of days of increase in share rates. We're at 31,277 on the share rate there on Pulsechain. The average mining net 6.86 years, so shorter than on Ethereum. APY just below Ethereum's one there, 39.5%. But yesterday it was at a whopping 55% APY. Wow, that was pretty awesome. I wasn't live streaming yesterday, so I didn't get to cover that, but that's pretty special. We've had decreases in T-shares the last couple of days. We're sitting at 9,700,000 T-shares on the old Pulsechain. So, man, if you're a T-share holder, you are pretty special because you're earning that sweet reward that's going up all the time. So kind of cool there. Now, you may be able to go and bid on like some of the Hedron Acosa T-shares. They come up for auctions. Some of them are quite long. Some of them are you can find some that are shorter terms, but they can be pretty lucrative too for the longer term. So definitely check out Acosa Hedron if you want to try and bid on some of those auctions. They might be a little bit botted or something, but definitely worth chasing down. Someone in our community yesterday successfully bid on one of them in the new year. So it's maybe one way of trying to get some cheap T-shares. Lock percentage of coins, 9.72% of Hex is locked on the old Pulsechain. Massive penalties. Look at this. Wow, 60.7 million in penalties. It's going to be one of the record days of penalties there. And we're at 7.3 million today. Man, so juicy rewards. Loving these T-share miners, man. 68 million, sorry, in the reward pool. Yesterday, 95 million in the reward pool yesterday. So good. And loving it as a T-share miner. Hex.com, folks, check it out. Links in the video description. We got the current change in current holders up 81. We had 86 yesterday on liquid holders. The miners numbers are actually down on Pulsechain, which is pretty interesting. 46 and 25, 27 the last couple of days. We're at 124,510 miners there on the old Pulsechain, which is about 5,000 more than Ethereum. So those are results for Hex.com. Of course, we're in our 5th year, which is pretty amazing. We've got the Hex and Pulsechain conference coming up. I think it's next week, is it? So that's going to be fun there. Matt Allen's running that. That's like day 1,493 on the old Ethereum now. And, of course, day 236, I should say, on the Pulsechain, folks. The T-shares, I might say to you, with the Hex price down this low at the moment, if the T-shares are very good value. T-share price there, $160 for, I guess, a day one T-share. $290 there for Pulsechain. Now, obviously, longer pays better. You get 200% discount up to 10 years. So getting good staking ladders are in place, I think, is really good. Some people like doing max stakes. I'm not really into that unless, depending on industry, you're quite young. But other than that, I would generally suggest a good staking passive income ladder. That's typically the best way to play Hex. And, of course, also participate in the bull market as well. Always have some liquid percentage of your protocol, of your portfolio to have and for the bull market. You've got to get that percentage right to suit your needs and stuff like that. It's just a few little tidbits there on Hex.com. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. An hour and 4 minutes. We did pretty well today. First day back in the new year. And man, oh man, things are really getting fun in the old Pulsechain. Thanks, Archie from Charity. And what else there? We got Sandy Beach says, okay, thanks. I haven't done crypto in a few days. Come on, Sandy Beach. You're a pro. All right. I hope you guys have enjoyed today. Once again, Happy New Year to everybody. Really make the most of 2024. It's going to be an incredible year for the bull market. We've got the dream run. We've got the Bitcoin ETFs coming up 10th of January, potentially 90% chance of that, maybe higher. And then we've got, obviously, we've got in May, maybe possibly earlier, but May, they're the Ethereum ETFs. We've got in April, the Bitcoin halving. These are the big events. We've got proto-dank sharding for Ethereum. We've got potentially an interest rate pivot in March or May. This first half of the year is a perfect lineup, folks, for the crypto market. And we will keep an eye on the stock market, of course, because of the wealth association there between the markets and speculation. But definitely it is looking exciting. Another bullish thing that might occur is that the Fed moves not only for an interest rate pivot, but to monetary expansion. That would be very exciting for the ecosystem. And of course, we could have the US election at the end of the year. So yeah, we could definitely get some pretty mad gains. Bitcoin is probably going to do some pretty insane things in the next, what we say, 15 months or so. It's going to be pretty fun to be in crypto. You guys here at the right time, right place. You've still got opportunity to accumulate your positions, get really, really solid, and enjoy the market. Have a bit of diversification in your portfolio as well. Obviously, Pulsechain, Ethereum, so some of the top chains, always good to have a bit of that. Some of the obvious plays, maybe Optimism, Artrium, definitely have a little bit of diversification, always good. But of course, Pulsechain is set to continue to build out many, many projects, over 180 projects, of course, on the board. And some of the good ones have already launched. Some of the good ones are still to come. And we're going to be covering it every single day on this channel, apart from a few holidays that we're taking now, because I've been streaming for years now on this thing. But we're going to have a lot of good times because now is the main event. So yeah, the year of the bull market, folks, Pulsechain 2024. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. And of course, if you want to jump into the Discord, the link's in the video description. We're there every day talking about strategies and best projects and getting the most out of it. It's going to be so much fun. All right, Brendan says, cheers, super. You're most welcome. And Pumpkin House says, thanks, Hex Token. Yeah, we love you. Can't welcome back. I think is it. Yeah, good to see. And True says, just stay wild. Absolutely. All right, let's play out some cool stuff here on the way out. And what we're going to see here. Let's play out Black Rock for you. All right, take care. Peace out, everybody. Bye for now.
Clients around the world about the need for crypto. I mean, when you think about, I think some of this rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality with all the, all the issues around the Israeli war now, global terrorism. And I think there's more people running into a flight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality.